So, we're gonna get Abyssal Yufine and see if she's any good. I have some rolls left over from trying to get Landy, which is kind of like whatever anyways. Okay. She really is gonna suck the last 20 rolls out of me just to spite me. What a goof. Well, we may as well give Crow that imprint that we're not using. Oh, he's already had several of them apparently. I have to say, that skin looks really derpy. I think I like his original one better. Alright, we just gotta find her here, wherever she is. There she is. So, we're just gonna use one of my ding-dongs on her that have been sitting here forever because, well, I didn't really need to use them on Drug Dealer Ray. I didn't have any gear for him. And to be fair, I don't think gearing Yufine is going to be any better either, but... well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm thinking of just using ML Surmia's gear, because I hardly ever use her, but I don't know if it's good enough. Some people are using Lifesteal. I mean, I guess you could, but I don't have defense lifesteal gear. Well, we'll give her some animals to eat. Wait, they have sounds when they do stuff now. Her imprint is defense. I might be able to exchange these. Some of them. Just a few. Yeah, I can exchange a couple here. I definitely can't do lifesteal. That's not gonna happen. We will never have the gear for that. I guess Elbrus is probably like your safe bet. We do have this, which is hit chance and penetration. That's actually a pretty good artifact. Not many knights can make use of that, but penetration is always good, and hit chance is always very good. This is, however, definitely an artifact that wants to be maxed out, right? Hit chance is just something you need it maxed out if you're going to be using it. Oh no, she uses these fucking things. God damn it. It's a disaster. It's over. Why did she have to use these? They're one of the worst. I'm gonna have to give her literally everything I have. We're gonna have to smash some in the meth lab. This is also pretty important to max out, I imagine. I mean, all of our skills, I think, are pretty critical to making her work. But the CR one is a little bit more situational. I do need more ingredients, dude. You have no idea. Okay, so our base stats are 700 defense, 23% crit, and she is slow as fucking molasses. She just mandates having Amit or something with her, I think. So, I'm probably gonna have to go... she already, like, her base attack just penetrates defense. Just automatically does that. She also reduces enemy attack. So, Edward will, definitely like her. If you can pop her counterattack early on. Anybody who counterattacks in general is gonna annihilate her. So, looks like our crit's gonna be sucking here pretty bad. Yeah, we're lacking crit. That's not very good. We did get her to a 2300 defense. We probably just want her to be at 2000. So, the health is very low. In general, these stats are not very impressive. I mean, sure, why not? Look, I'll even level it. Oh, we wasted a greater on that. So, not tanky at all by any stretch of the imagination. And probably not going to be very useful in the arena, but so first we're going to run her against bots. We can most certainly use it with the goat liquor group here because we're going to need to recover some of those mullahs we just spent. This is our experience farming group. I have no idea what it's sitting at, but we don't really need Rowana in it anymore. So let's give her just a little try here and see how it turns out. So we will do whatever this is. I don't know what she does. I have some very shitty gear on her. Alright, so this requires fighting spirit. I didn't actually know that. So she is actually useless, damage-wise, until she can do that. Increases damage dealt. Well, let's see what it's like without it. 13k on defense break on a bot? That wasn't very good, was it? All these groups are super easy groups for Ran to deal with. Ran will annihilate every single one of those. Ran Elena. Every single one of these is easily farmed by that. Testing Yufine on them is a lot harder. A lot harder. Because, like, if we want to intercept them, we have to use Elena, basically. And then she has to live. Because my groups are all one-turn groups. Ran and Elena hard counters every single one of these. Period. Easy clap, bring Politis. Same thing. This here, bring Politis. Same thing. Right? Like, Politis kills Lilibet, kills her. Easy. This here, bring Politis. You know, just like Pavel, Ran, Elena, Politis. For every single one, effectively, here. Everything I have built is for cleaving. So, trying to slot in a minimum turn 2 bruiser, especially one that only has 10k health, is kind of tough on this, actually. I can just try to control, though, with Elena. Like this, kind of, maybe. Instead, let's say we bring, like... Why is she not maxed? What is missing? Oh, I thought we capped that, but I mean, I can do it like this, but I kind of don't want Pavel to kill them all. So what I'm thinking is instead we bring something like that. That gets her a chance to do something about this one, right? I don't know, maybe we're just gonna be cleaving with her. There's several immunities that look like there, huh? Yeah, there's 2 immunities. Interesting. That's different. I'm seeing more and more immunity cropping up. And they may even have resistance. Huh? It's not a big deal, really. Oh, right, it is a big deal because of Bellion. Bellion prevents me from doing stuff. That's fine. She just removes it anyways because they have no effect resist. They're all slower than her. This isn't right. We didn't stun this one though.
난 언제나 전력을 다해.
실력을 보여주겠어? 하! 의뢰를 끝내야겠어. 별의 의지만이 유일한 구원이야. 싫어. 나도 할 수 있어.
방해한다면.
That is not much damage, is it? What the fuck?
갈고 닦은 실력을 보여줘야겠네.
절 이해할 마음이 없는 자들 납득시킬 필요는 없죠.
나도 모르겠어.
Oh, so she removes all of the debuffs when she gets full fighting spirit.
어두운 건 싫어. 아픈 걸 볼 수 없잖아. 끝까지 간다. 아픈 거 좋아해? 보이잖아.
Wow, her speed.
정말 열심히
Okay.
잘했지.
All right. Okay. Not very good with. She can work in a cleave team for sure. But I mean, we got really screwed in that one, right? Like, the holy sacrifice billion. When does that happen? Not very often. And the Senya not getting controlled, right? Things went pretty badly in that fight for us. But it ultimately didn't matter because, well, she lapped them at the very end, just flipped right over and over. Not very good for the amount of investment I have in her, but not terrible. Like, I think she's a better unit than Landy, for sure. Because, like on defense, Landy is just useless on defense, period. As an attacker, I think Landy is probably stronger overall, and they balance out. Depending, I don't know. I think you could put Yufine into defense groups and you could probably set up something that'd make her very annoying. Because her ultimate actually just flat out ignores effect resist. Yo, I gotta go here. I'm going for this dog. How much damage should we do against a dog? It was like 8k something. So here's a composition we can definitely destroy. So this here is pretty much going to be the exact same thing. Like when I look at this group is definitely very schizo. Definitely very, very schizo. I think it can kind of work though. Let's give it a shot. It might be kind of schizo. It kind of depends on Yufine being able to deal some actual damage here.
진지해져 볼까? 어떤 식으로 상대해 줄까? 승부의 한방 언제나 찰나의 순간에 결정.
Like if we set her up with the armor break, she should do some good damage, right?
의심은 곧 죄악입니다. 그대에게 내린
I suppose you could skill burn her S1 instead of this. Especially with the Destina being so low.
꼴도 보기 싫다. 이런 건 싫지.
Okay.
견딜 수
So that's
이제
there could be some damage to come out of this, huh? We're gonna have 2 hits on these armor broken units. 2 of them are already dead. Soul burn that again. 12k.
스테나의 가호.
She's like a poor man's Babel. A very, very slow poor man's Babel.
나도 할 수 있어.
3100 with no armor break is really terrible though. That's really bad. No soul burn, no armor break. It's against the Destina. Her armor is not going to be that high.
곧 죄악입니다.
And armor pen's not going to help that.
받아주지.
Varwish's area did about 3k prior to her thing proccing. She's attack build though, so I feel like her numbers could be a little bit better. Which, do I have like a bruiser comp I can run with her? To try her out against some of these groups, maybe? Let's see. Let's do something very unorthodox for me. So I'm thinking like... what would I run against this? Well, I would probably like... I would normally run like Dark Corvus. But I think they might focus on Yufine over Dark Corvus because their health value is lower. So I'm kind of aloof about that, but... let's just for the sake of it, let's give it a shot. Yufine will be your solo damage dealer for that other than Dark Corvus's ult. And just for some little extra chance of survival here, we'll bring in our rule, which is probably going to be silenced for a lot of this, to be honest with you, but let's try something like that.
싸울 때를 아는가.
My bruiser slash tankier is definitely not champion level at all. So I'm not expecting too much. Yeah, that's kind of what more or less what I was looking at.
보여줄까? 축복이 함께할 거예요. 행운은 우리 곁에 있어요.
Alright, so far they're focusing on Dark Corvus, which is good. Yeah, they're focusing on him. I'm not sure why. Her counterattack is actually useless in this regard. So we're going to grab her. She's just going to be feeding me lots of healing, otherwise being useless, as she always is. She might actually get a chance to get her ult off here, so we'll maybe try to kill her first. That's alright, no big deal.
나도 할 수 있어.
Wow. Landy is quite possibly one of the most useless defense heroes in the game. She does like no damage. She's not very tanky. And now they're switching to her. Yeah, isn't that weird? It's health percentage, isn't it? Is that what it is? Alright. So she's about to get her ult. They might have the passive from Angel of Light already. No, not yet. Okay, so keep an eye on her speed. My Dark Corvus is pretty slow, like 172, 162, something like that. Okay, so we can soul burn this, right? That's increased damage. Let's see. There's no mitigation, other than maybe Arius. Unlikely, but okay, that was awful. 9k something with a soul burn. Not even 6k without the soul burn. Well, that's no mitigation, mind you. I'm not sure if she even had defense buff, to be honest. And that's it. That's all she gets, right? Like, she won't have her ult back for a little while here. See how much this... oh, never mind. The mitigation's up. Ah, sure. Let's figure it out. Not even 4k. So ult's back. 4k something, so the ult's a little bit better. I mean, we won, but I feel like other units would be better or as effective. That said, being able just to remove their buffs, no matter what, is kind of stupid. and you will get 2 turns on her pretty quickly when they're slow. Like she's getting like 300% stat. No, 200% extra stats. So 300% of her stats in total. That would push her speed to over 300, wouldn't it? Well over 300. Because it's base that it's being multiplied by, right? Well, I don't really know that. Same idea. We can't soul burn this one on Dark Corvus. Right? But they also have no controlling in this one.
찬란한 빛이 우리 곁에 있어요.
I don't really do bruiser stuff, so it's probably a way better compositions than what I've got that I could be running against this.
영광이 함께 할 거예요.
So she has injury, which is typically not a big deal because I don't run anything that has health. But could be a big deal in this because we're not going to be doing too much for whatever here. So we'll focus on her.
이런 건 싫지. 더는 도망치지 않아요. 성스러운 빛이 모두를 구원하길. 마지막으로 하고 싶은 말은?
The armor break could be bad.
나도 할 수 있어.
There's actually a lot of effectiveness to an armor break him.
빛이요, 인도하소서. 이제 걱정할 필요 없어요.
나와 싸우렴. 살만한 나무라.
She reduced me to 23k. She didn't actually die.
보여줄게.
So that's kind of interesting.
어리석구나.
폴리티아에 존재하는 모든 것은 제 통제하에 있답니다.
참, 두렵지 않아요.
If I use this on him, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna kill Yufine.
잘 가라. 나도 모르겠어. 하나, 둘, 셋. 누구부터 꺾어줄까?
모둠의 힘. 너희
So we have to worry about her ult, I guess. But I kind of want to kill this one. Because frankly, I think that she's a lot worse. And I don't want her reducing my health too much more than she already has. We're gonna use Yufine to try to kill Destina.
보이잖아. 행운은 우리 곁에 있어요.
We have no need for using this right now.
얏! 바보, 멍청이.
Well, she doesn't actually have her ult yet. She will soon though.
물러서지 않으신다면 샷! 빛이요, 인도하소서.
Will her ult kill Yufine? Is there a chance of that? Should I be worried about that? Can we just taunt her?
이 세계 더 이상 존재 가치가 없어.
No need to worry about that, I guess.
이런 건 싫지.
She died, lol. Guess I'll revive her just for the fun of it.
절망 가운데에서도 빛날 한줄기 희망을 위하여.
This is an extremely stupid group.
처리해.
I never feel threatened by this character whatsoever. She's so easy to control. Her damage is very low.
용기를 가져야 해.
She's so slow on top of it. Like, I think it's less the character, more just the way that people are building her, that she's just not that threatening. Like, this one's way worse. She actually armor broke my dude, and he has tons of effect resist for her. She shouldn't normally have that much effectiveness. But for some reason, this one's damage is still terrible. So I don't know, do you want to like just get her to 2k and then go rest into attack? Her skill 1 says it scales off of defense, but that's not necessarily very useful. Right? Like that information is not terrific. Right? That they have said similar things in the past, for sure. Not many of these are going to be running effect resist, but she might. So let's try something like that.
이제 시작입니다. 유일한 구원입니다.
기합을 넣고 덤비로 향하는 길 밝혀주지. 어떤 식으로 상대의 가공이 됐겠지. 패배의 감정 깊이 새겨둬라.
다시 싸우세요. 지켜봐줘요, 달링.
So, I guess she may just always end up being ahead of Elena, which could be bad if it's a bunch of greens. And we do happen to miss them and not remove their immunities, right? In the rare case that they have immunities, but...
부디 저희를 굽어.
So what we would want to do here, for sure, is remove these. There's a chance they're not going to get removed.
당신
That way we probably ensure Yufine does more damage burning the soul burn on this than on her. By getting rid of this okay, never mind, she's fucking dead. We got her soul burn anyways, her soul burn is cheap.
보여줄까? 절망의 끝에서 시작되는 희망이 모두에게 깃들기를.
방해한다면 쓰러뜨릴 뿐.
She has unhealable on her. Let's leave that on her for a moment. So that she never gets a chance to heal because... Oh, that's not good.
나에게 힘을. 점점 불타오르는데.
Nice double attack. That could fuck us up. Bye, Yufine.
난 언제나
Hey, it was nice knowing you.
기합을 넣고 전세.
Excuse me. You can't be like that.
끝까지 쓰러뜨릴 뿐. 너의 정 배워주마. 어떤 식으로 상대해줄까?
Don't be doing stuff like that. It's not nice. It's naughty. So 10k is definitely too low for her on health, right? You want to have the stats that I have, but you need another 8k, 9k health in there 100%. But I feel like you don't want her to be slow either because she needs to get a chance to do something. Unless you're gonna... I guess with Elbrus on her, you probably could make her slower so that her skill 3 will be available on her first turn. Right? So... with Elbrus, in my case, it's probably not... like, it certainly wasn't useful in that case, because she didn't survive, right? Whereas if she'd gotten an attack off in that, there would have been less chance of tomfoolery. Definitely some distinct traces of tomfoolery in that. So this here is a composition that can be a little stupid. It looks a little stupid, for sure. But I'm not really too concerned about it, honestly. So what I would do is I would use somebody other than Yufine against this. This is what I would do. I would just run Pavel against this. right? But that's not very interesting. So let me think about how I would change this to work. Well, there's a few ways. Of course, I can just do Dark Corvus again, right? ML Yufine, then things get ever so slightly more stupid. Ever so slightly more stupid. And tis a mystic. Mostly tis a mystic. So, we'll just run like this, and I don't really have another bruiser composition. I imagine that she's kind of almost like Shu in a way. How you would run her in this kind of configuration, I guess, right? Where she's like 2 turns. Except Shu provides useful buffs to your team that then Rimuru steals. Ooh, it's so scary. Wow, golly. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. Useless. Come to me, young man. Yeah, slap me. I've been naughty. What's that? Wait, where's the doubles? Dude, you gotta give me the doubles. You gotta bump up my combat readiness here. There you go. Bump me up. Why is it only now we've seen her all? Wow, you know, that was almost scary, except it wasn't. You stunned the most useless member of my team. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. She would have had... Oh no, she was stunned. Ah, whatever. I don't want them killing her anyways. It's her fight. It's her story. Her story. God, I can't even say that with a straight face. It's so stupid. Well, I was stunned. Now I'm not. Now this is a debuff, right? So it won't proc Rimuru, which is an important detail because... Oh, never mind. That invincibility is gonna pop it. Now they're invincible. Well, you know what? It doesn't even matter. I forgot that she had invincibility, to be honest. But her thing is a debuff, so he won't pop off of that. You still can't do anything. You know, the thing is, that is also an important detail about this, is she will not pop her debuff. Need decreased attack? I don't think that that applies on her special. 16k! That was substantially higher than before. Holy shit. Okay. I don't know what the difference is. I could have used her all, but... I mean, honestly, do I need to? Like, I'm in absolutely no danger at all here. Like, someone might get revived. Ooh, scary. They don't do any damage, so it doesn't matter. The bigger issue is that Yufine... Now, it's on her turn, right? Yeah, it's on her turn. So, start of a turn is very important. It's not like immediately when she fills it up, it's spent. Because then she would just get deep up before her turn starts up in some cases. The fact that it's on her turn is really important. That damage is just... extraordinarily unimpressive. Beat the shit out of this one. Can we taunt her? Probably not, but it's worth a try. Wait, we can— what?
상대를 대신해
Your Destina should never get taunted. Should never get taunted by my Dark Corvus. Ever.
왜 그래?
That should not happen.
지금 기분이 어때?
You are like sub 100, like well below 100 fucking effect resist. Like well below. I don't need to use that.
지연?
He's not gonna have it high enough.
좋아해?
11.3. A patch has been implemented. Check our announcement for more details. They probably nerfed her. She was doing too well. Or they broke something entirely unrelated. I've never fought this one. I've never fought that one. To me, she seems like she is annoying. I mean, I fought her, but I killed her, right? Like, I've never actually seen what she does. I've heard that she's terrible, but her kit sounds like it should be annoying, especially against ML Celine.
몇 번 줬다는 치료.
So she applies injury, right?
영광이 함께 할 거예요.
That's pretty scary, I suppose.
문은 열리지 않아요. 당신. 나도 모르겠어.
Now, they have no sustain in this group, right?
이런 건 싫지.
That's really like the big thing here, is they just have a lot of mitigation, but they have... The only sustain they have is the
무시한 대가입니다.
skill 2 on,
나도 할 수 있어.
what's her face. So,
더 이상 존재 가치가 없어.
wow, no effect resist of any kind on that one at all.
이제 시작입니다.
So, I'm actually probably gonna kill her first because she actually has effect resist. And up we go.
두렵지 않아요.
나와 싸우렴.
I probably am not gonna be able to actually kill her though. Alright.
마술의 힘을 보여주겠다.
I might be able to. Yufine might be able to kill her. Nah, she doesn't have enough. Give it a try. Never hurts to give it a try.
잘 가라.
영광이
I think that taunting her is actually a mistake. Because she applies injury to the one that we need the damage from.
이것이 제가 드리는 구원입니다. 용기를 가져야 해.
So here's where things could be stupid. I think that her skill 2 will be back up, but
조금은 더 꺾어줄까?
it may not matter. Yeah, that's kind of what you expect with her debuff.
모둠의 힘.
Kind of really what you expect, right?
처단해주겠다.
Should I just burn this? We're down to 22k. We can probably kill her with Rule, huh? I don't know if we can even kill with this. Doesn't look like it.
행운은 우리 곁에 있어요.
One down.
좋아.
I don't know what this does.
해볼까?
Could do a lot. Oh wow, okay. We might actually lose this. There is a possibility.
네 것이다.
Wow. Alright, so ML Chow.
포기하지 않았어.
ML Shu. Chow Shu. She does a crazy amount of bonus damage. So that's kind of interesting. I have no idea what she does, but that's what she does. So she's kind of like an ML Celine counter. I kind of want to try this again, but what I want to do instead is I want to bring a different composition against it. So, I mean, we can do it this way too, right? We can most certainly do it this way. Sure, why not? Let's give it a try.
제약입니다.
I kind of want to see like what would work with Yufine and that. Wow,
보라고 조금 진지해져 볼까?
she is really fast. She is fast, and she did what, like
승부의 순간
16k something
찰나의 순간에 결정될지.
to rule?
축복이 함께할 거예요.
I think they're just fucked, by the way, because there's a lot of armor break in this.
성전이 시작되는군요. 어리석은 불신자들을 지구 별의 심판을. 너한텐 볼일 없다.
Alright, so
하지 마세요.
her bonus damage is pretty bad. Losing Roanna, or rather Elena, I'm gonna get their names confused. Losing Elena could be bad here.
창조자를 대신해 제가 심판합니다. 나도 모르겠어.
I think we're fine.
이런 거.
Observe.
방해한다면 쓰러져. 어떤 식으로 상대해줄까?
Yeah, it worked out.
정말 일시.
See, Politis applies so many powerful effects, like blinds, that just nullify the effectiveness of a lot of these units, that they just can't do too much. So, this, what is her base speed? Can we, I guess we can't really see her base stats. I don't have her. But she was what? Like, she was faster than my Elena, so she was closer to like 260, 270, 275? I don't know where her base speed is. I'm pretty sure it's nowhere near Ran, though. But, man. Dude. You know what? If we both have Roanna, does anyone die? I have so many counterattacks in here. I could hypothetically counterattack him 4 times off of Surmia's ult.
승리를 쟁취해.
과연 닿을 수 있을까?
He should just one-shot her right out of the gate. Nah, he's going for the wrong one. He could one-shot her out of the gate, but he didn't.
나도 할 수 있어. 빛이요, 인도하소서.
I'm going to... it doesn't matter.
주세요. 제가
No! It's already too late. It's already a disaster.
사자는 토끼를 잡을 때도 최선을 다하는 법이거든. 보여줄까?
Here we go. Bury her up. And she's dead.
제가 있어요.
This is a train wreck.
더는 도망치지 않아요. 성스러운 빛이 모두를 구원하길. 나는 영웅의
Shit.
운명을 타고
He didn't scoot ahead of her because of her speed buff.
너를 베어주지.
Dude, that healed me. Oh shit! Look! He's got a shield! This has become too stupid. Far too stupid, even for me. Well, she's dead.
두렵지 않아요.
What a stupid autistic life. Holy shit.
모두를 승리로 이끌 것을.
This dude has no idea just what stupid shit goes on behind that battle log he's gonna be looking at.
나와 싸우렴. 그만한 각오를 하게.
Yeah, sure.
도망가야
Never mind.
자비로운 레코스시
15% LMAO.
우리 굽어 살
Does Yufine get to do something? No.
할수 있어.
76 damage.
있어요.
무릎 꿇려주마.
Don't do that. Take this, Rowena. You don't have the balls to counter me. You gave them combat readiness. She's gonna get taunted.
공포로 물들여라.
And it's not gonna matter. Because... Never mind.
나도 할수 있어.
Yeah, so she's absolutely useless against Rowena, right? Like, she doesn't do enough damage to out-heal Rowena for sure. I don't think building her counter is a really good idea, but... I mean, if you can get better stats and the same speed that I've got, then go for it. I think that speed is like minimum necessary. God, this is so stupid. Alright. We'll go for this.
아픈 거 좋아해?
Alright, well, we'll go for it again. You have two heroes that literally just do nothing but exist. Yeah, she definitely heals from more.
이런 건 싫지.
The soul burn on that does not feel very worth it. The damage is just not very good
모든 걸 바쳐라.
outside of her ability.
무릎 꿇려주마.
My crit could definitely be a lot higher, but
우리 곁에 있어. 간다. 하나, 둘, 셋. 조금부터 꺾어줄까?
the damage was unimpressive. Whereas the fucking counter is, man. That did nothing. Where's the damage, man? Jeez. 30% is 0%. You heard it here. Come on, where's those counter and where's the dual attacks when fucking Sirmia's not alive?
지금 기분이 어때?
The voice acting is almost as bad as the English voice acting on this one, to be honest.
아픈 거 좋아해?
Korea didn't send their best for this. 17k on that one. Man, her damage is just all over the place. I don't know what to think about any of that.
물러나라,
Let's give it a shot.
떨어져
Pretty sure this is gonna be a disaster.
고작 그 정도.
이런 건 싫지. 자신의 의지를 믿으세요.
Like, I think Karina just dunks ML Celine and this is over immediately.
그런 실력으로
Yep, there it is. She's dead already.
난 이길 수 없을걸?
This is why I never run her against these groups, because...
나도 모르겠어.
What? Where's the damage?
보여줄까?
너희는 누구냐?
Where's the damage?
어딜 보고 있으니까.
Well, there's Dust Devil, I guess. That's a thing.
쫓지 못할 것이로다.
Can't believe that she lived.
널 기다리고 있어. 영광이 함께 할 거예요.
She's dead now, right?
할수 있어. 빛이요. 인도할 수
Or is she? LMAO.
절망 가운데에서도
Stupid.
한 줄기 희망을 위하여.
No. Why must you be like this?
숨차.
Alright, and here's where we get to see her probably get one-shotted by some counterattack again. If she doesn't, then she might be able to do some damage.
망가뜨려줄래?
We're gonna kill this one.
조심하시오.
Or not, lol.
구천을 떠도는 혼이여. 나의 힘이 되어다.
Just in time to get all of our buffs removed, huh? Oh, maybe not.
다 보이지
Well, sure thing. Go for this one. Hell, why not?
두렵지 않아요. 기적이 일어나기를. 저는 도망치지 않아요.
You won't get revived, but it doesn't matter.
절망의 끝에서 시작되는
This is just in case she goes for a roll or something.
깃들기를.
Just top her off.
이런 건 싫지.
Okay.
눈으로도 쫓지 못할 것이네. 견가시오.
So that was interesting.
주겠소.
I think a player would have used Ballsack differently. I have a suspicion that this won't work against this composition. That's my suspicion. But let's give it a try.
이번 점괘는 어떨까요?
Everyone is always going to be faster than my ML Celine because, well, you've seen her gear. It's all the speed rolls are 3. Literally all of them because they're all reforged because I don't get speed. It doesn't exist.
제가 심판합니다.
So he's going to do a thing. He's targeting Rowena because he really likes her.
보여줄까?
어디 보고 있을까?
Keep in mind,
빛을 따르세요.
she has well over 2,000 armor, right? Like it doesn't matter. Ever.
눈으로도 쫓지 못할 것이네.
Armor in this game is always one of those make-believe things that you kind of like pretend is useful. Okay then.
이런 건 싫지. 행운은 우리 곁에 있어요.
Can you guys not do that? Hey,
가장
this could keep her alive for her ultimate, huh?
따스한 빛이 닿기를.
연기가 좋지.
Congratulations.
영이 깃든 검부.
You did a thing. It was amazing, I guess.
싫어. 어두운 건 싫어. 아픈 걸 볼 수 없잖아.
Well, the bad one's dead right away. Why did he have Sigurd's Scythe? I don't know. Every time I see Sigurd's Scythe on him, I get people are using it for lifesteal, but it's just, he doesn't gain any of the attack benefit from it. Well, I guess he probably gains a small amount, but it's also the case of like, what else are you gonna give him, I suppose.
숨차. 나도 할 수 있어. 영광이 함께할 거예요.
So in the end,
쫓지 못할 것이네.
Yufine, we were able to keep her alive through the counterattacks, thanks to all the survival stats and shit we have. And she was able to come out on top of that fight in spite of everything. So that's kind of interesting. This here, and this is an effect resist group. He uses effect resist. And this here is to stop you from using Elena. Blue Elena, that is. But I believe in Cancer. Hang on. I think there's a way we can do this. I would like to do it with her, but I kind of don't think I can. But it would be really funny to try. So I'm thinking like... well, we will want to have our own Politis. We will want to have... I could just outspeed this, but... consider me derpy, I guess. I think she dies instantly. Like, just instantly. That's what I think happens.
今ならまだ引き返せるぞ。
전세를 뒤집어주지.
Wow, she's really fast. That doesn't really matter, though.
끝까지 나가선다면 너의 정 베어준다.
이런 건 싫지. 覚悟はできてるよな。争いは避けたいんだけどな。
So she's effect resist, right?
全てを飲み込め。
But like, that doesn't matter if we take her immortality.
ちょっと上に立ってる。
I don't think we took her immortality.
저를 믿어주세요.
But it doesn't matter because we're gonna have
지켜낼 겁니다. 꼭 싸워야 한다면
skill nullifier.
절망의
Right.
틈에서도 희망은 피어나는 법이죠.
위기 상황이야. 이젠 돌이킬 수 없어.
Wow, that was very scary.
나도 모르겠어. 이런 건
후회할걸요?
Why do you still have it? Please don't be like this. No!
나라 이상해.
You killed one.
끝나요.
My perfect run was ruined.
정말 열심히 했어. 잘했지.
Well, that was stupid. All of those were very, 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 very stupid. That was a very interesting fight. Okay. You can put her into different teams against different teams, and all of them can be incredibly stupid. But I feel like you can get the same mileage out of any other Elbrus-based unit. That said, even with her current stats, I could definitely use her in Arena. I don't know if I could use her in Guild War, though. In Guild War, if you can bait them onto Dark Corvus, that's great. But because she's also dark, you can't use add-in. You can't use her against add-in. You can't really use her against ML Celine unless you have some overlapping support, which is like, why would you do that when you can just use Dark Corvus anyways? But I don't know. I'm missing crit chance on her too. I'm not sure really Elbrus is that good with my current setup on her. I think I'd want to have something like this, or, well, that's not really universally good on her. Probably like this, just to help her survive a little bit and increase her damage a little bit, because that's where she's struggling. More defense pen could help her ult better. This is a basic skill. Is her skill 1? It's not single. It's basic skill. It's proportional to the caster's attack, though. So, not really as useful as this would have been if it was multi. Elbrus is kind of like the quick catch. She's a protected carry in this case, right? I mean, I could use Surmia in those cases too. That's Surmia's gear. Lifesteal, I don't think is worth it on her. Not unless you're going for like deep bruiser with support. She needs support. Because you're still gonna get one-shotted on any counterattack that hits you with this. I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe if you're sitting on 20k health, you might survive Landy's skill 1. I don't know about the skill 2. But yeah, your defense just kind of disappears. Ken is still going to be a problem anyways. So I wonder if you could use her. I don't think you can use her in defense. ML Celine's gonna just destroy her like she destroys any other dark unit that has a critical hit. She's always gonna be popping ML Celine. And you can use Rowena against her. Chances are yours is not gonna be as fast as ML Celine. Yeah, I don't think you can really use her on defense. ML Celine just trivializes her too much, just like she does any other dark unit. As an attacker, in Guild War in particular, we'll have to see. I'm trying to think of what I would slot her in against. I guess if I had to have two, like if I had a really bad Guild War where I lost Elena, which sometimes happens, and I needed 2 bruiser-ish comps, and I had to split Dark Corvus out of one, and I had another comp that I could have a bait, but I needed a carry that could survive. She was still almost getting one-shotted by that Celine despite this. I think Celine only ignores, like, is it 50%? 35%! That's it. I thought it was more than that. She was still almost one-shotting her with only 35%. Man. I definitely feel like she's a stronger unit than Requiem Rowena was, because Requiem Rowena is just, she's basically, by design, she's stuck to other units, which makes her hard to use. But I have found a lot of use in her. I use her constantly in Guild War, over and over and over. Anytime I need a second group, I just bring Zio Rowena. Every now and then, I use Ran Rowena. Both of them are fast, both of them are suitable for her. And Abyssal is just ceaselessly useful. Right? Her damage is not that great. I definitely think you can make an argument for building her more effectiveness than damage. Probably sticking her on like 200% effectiveness and dropping her attack like a build someone was showing me a few days ago. You definitely could do that and make her more about control. It's I feel more inconclusive about this one than Rowena because I don't run bruiser comps and she's definitely reminiscent of Shu, I would say, for sure. My stats are pretty weak on her. It's really the biggest problem. Definitely need to have more crit. She's more crit hungry than fucking Surmia is. As Surmia, to get her crit high, I had to get so many imprints. She has a lot of imprints. She's an S. So the gear is definitely better on her than on... I don't think I have any alternatives though. In an ideal case, if you were going to run her like this, your helm wouldn't be as garbage, right? You would have at least 5 speed on there, preferably more, and you wouldn't have had to reforge that last stat, so you'd have more than 7% crit damage on it. But unfortunately, my gear is shit, and some of it is even suboptimal. You can see with this one here. And the others are just all low rolls all over the place. So you can't really expect a lot out of this. That said, if you wanted to go even faster, I do have this. You would just need to have something better for the chest, right? You can even run her like this, if you really wanted to. Wouldn't recommend it. I don't think losing any defense stats at this point is worth it, but you could do something like that. Just run her super fast. I think generally you probably want her skill 3 to be her first attack though. So running her slower may not be too bad, It's just, how are you going to keep her alive in the meantime? She's going to not necessarily need a lot of effect resist, but you have to keep in mind, it's not about avoiding being controlled, it's about avoiding getting nuked. Right? Armor break will kill her no matter what. And it's just the same as any other. None of these people here with their example units are running effect resist at all. Every single one of these is going to get cleaved. Every single one of them. It's not going to do them any good. Period. Unless you're running something fast. Like, it's the same problem with Landy. I don't need to stun Landy to instantly kill her. I just apply armor break and then she's useless. I apply blind and she's useless. Right? With Holiday Yufine. With Holiday Yufine, it's hard to do that because of her evasion, but with this Yufine, it's definitely like, if you're not running effect resist on her, you need to have just a fuck ton of support with her, I think. She has to be built as your carry, and your team has to be built around her. But I kind of liked running her in the cleave team, though. She's only 220, which is very slow, but she still has a turn 1 AoE. Like, if you really want to have it. I think you're better off just bringing Pavel, bringing Irby, some other semi-crappily geared unit that fits in that bracket. Just bring her. She's better. Bring this dude. He's better. So I guess the zoomies would say that she's mid. That's my first go. I would really like to try lifesteal though, but I don't think I can do that. Yeah, you see, I just don't have the gear for that. Make her slow and fat, they said. Okay, let's say I try to do that. I take all these very shitty pieces of gear. I have no defense primary lifesteal ring. I have 2 swords with health percentage as a substat. That doesn't feel right. But, so that looks a little better, doesn't it? That's slower, which isn't amazing. Slightly less defense. Slightly more attack. And the crit stats are fixed, pretty much. You gain a useless amount of effectiveness. You gain a fairly useless amount of health. You lose 35 speed. It doesn't feel worth it, right? Like, it doesn't feel like it's worth it for lifesteal. Not tanky enough. That's the problem. I do feel like we can make use of these shitty rings, though. We definitely can make use of these shitty rings somehow with a build like this. It's just, I wish my other pieces were slightly less shitty.